Today we are making an ottolenghi recipe. This is a pistachio rosewater cake with a lemon glaze. And it sounds extravagant, but it's actually really very easy to make. With 1 cup of raw pistachio nuts, these beautiful green pistachios. We are going to grind these in the food processor with a ½ teaspoon of ground cardamom. I'll let you in on a little secret. Moments ago I reached for the ground coriander, which is basically cilantro, and had my fearless sidekick not been on the set with me, I would have put coriander in the cake. Not a good scene. A little cardamom goes a very long way. Here we go. I've left a little texture in there because that'll be really nice with the cake. Some almond flour. I get the kind of the rougher almond flour, and semolina flour. Semolina flour is really just flour that's made with durum wheat as opposed to the common wheat is used to make pasta, as a matter of fact. Add this beautiful pistachio cardamom mixture. Use your mitts, people. That's what I say. You don't need a spoon. Use your mitts. Dry ingredients. I'm just going to mix them together with my hand because I think it stays kind of a little fluffier. And now we're ready to mix our wet ingredients. 2½ sticks plus 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, brought to room temperature. 1 2/3 cups of sugar. This is my mother's measuring cup. Look, Ma, 1 hand. And we're going to mix that together until it's creamy. Hang on, Snoopy! Snoopy, hang on! Alright, that looks fluffy enough to me. 4 eggs lightly beaten, so I'm just going to do them right in a measuring cup. So that's well mixed, and now he calls for 2 tablespoons of rose water. It adds such delicious flavor to a lot of different things, not just sweet, but also savory. It smells like roses. Surprise, surprise. Everything's coming up roses. Do I sound like Barbara? A little more zest. Lemon zest. ½ teaspoon of vanilla. That's a pretty light amount of vanilla for a cake. The flour and pistachio mixture, we're going to add that slowly. There we go. So I have prepared my pan. It's a spring-form pan. I've buttered it and lined it with parchment paper. And if you haven't heard about these parchment rounds and parchment squares, highly recommend them. That way you're not messing around with unruly, crinkly parchment paper, and you just place your little round in the bottom and you're ready to go. I have to get up on my tippy toes for these. There you go, you spread it in the pan. And now we are going to pop this in the oven for about 1 hour, and we'll be back. Hey, guess what? I forgot a tablespoon of lemon juice. The cake is loaded, and I forgot the lemon juice. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to squeeze the lemon juice, tablespoon of lemon juice, and I'm just going to mix it right in here in the cake pan. Now, I'm famous in my family for doing this kind of thing. I have forgotten baking soda in cupcakes. I have forgotten baking soda or baking powder in scones. I've mixed them in the oven, I swear to you. And for some reason, it turns out, and I think it's because I'm just relaxed about loading it in. Just mix it in. It doesn't know the difference, do you? Sorry, pistachio cake. Now we're ready. So this recipe gives you a few options for embellishing the cake. You can make these little dried rose petals, sugared rose petal topping. You can make a rose cream, and you can make a rose syrup. You can do all of it. I just do the rose syrup because I think that takes it where I need it to be. So about 10 minutes before the cake comes out of the oven, you make a syrup with sugar, lemon juice, and rose water. So you bring it to a boil, just like that, and you immediately turn off the heat, and you're good to go for glazing the cakes. So the cake's out of the oven, all beautiful, beautiful brown color on top. Pour in this hot glaze into the hot cake. I cheat a little just to make sure that all the yummies get in there. Never fear. I start on the outside because I like to get all the crispy, sort of the crispy edges. Oops. I don't want it to get too soggy in the middle. I really do stick to the edges. 2 tablespoons of pistachio nuts. You keep it in the springform pan because that way it'll set up and you have all the juices to absorb, and it cools at a really nice pace. I want every bite to have pistachio. And there you have it. We're going to let it cool and then we'll take a bite. Yeah, so this happened. I was trying to slide the cake onto the plate. It totally broke. You can kind of piece it back together. Oh, that piece doesn't work. Who's going to know? Ice cream. Show on me. I'm so excited. I love this cake. That is the best cake. Make this cake. Pistachio, rosewater, semolina cake from Ottolenghi. It's absolutely delicious. I'm going to eat this, the rest of it. So I'll see you back here next time for our next kitchen adventure.